Hi, I'm Marnie Clagett, and on this episode of the Professional Photographer Podcast, we're going to be talking about imposter syndrome. The first thing that pops in my head is we're afraid. Fear gets us every single time. We're afraid that our clients are going to reject us or reject our pricing. We are really afraid of the words, "You want how much for that?" And it offends us. We get very personally involved with these things, and we start to feel like, oh, they're rejecting me. When in actuality, they just can't afford what you're offering, right? So we get afraid of, people rejecting us. When we try things and we fail, if our first reaction is, oh, I suck at this and this is not going to ever work, right? If that's our reaction, we're done. If we look at it and go, okay, well, that didn't work. What about it didn't work? And we come at it from another angle. That's the positive way to tackle that, right? We look at it and say, what can I learn from this failure and move forward? And I think it's that way in business too, right? One of the things that I have found to be most helpful is to base things like pricing and to base what I'm doing with my clients on facts. Pricing, if we're based on numbers, if a client says, well, I can't pay that for this, this product or whatever, that's okay. I can say, awesome. So-and-so down the street can probably do it for you for cheaper. But for me, I absolutely cannot lower my price for you because based on the numbers, if I do that, I'm going to go out of business. What matters is the emotion, the people that we love. That's what our clients care about. Way, way, way more than some kind of technical excellence. Now, go ahead and be as technically excellent as you can be, right? That's a great thing. But we have to keep in mind that that's not why our clients are purchasing something. And that's why we can't wait to charge what we need to charge to earn a living.
Yeah.
Right? Because we wait until we think we're good enough. It's never going to happen. One of the things that we do in our studio is we start talking to our clients from the very first phone call about these people that they love. And we are asking them, what is it that you love most about little Johnny? And then we take the things that they say and we speak it back to them during the session. So we take a photo of Johnny, we turn to mom and we say, oh my gosh, there is that sweet boy you were telling me about that you love so much. There is the confidence that you were telling me about that you were so proud of. Like, I see it right there. And being able to speak that stuff back into our clients' lives, those things that they've just said to us, and we just mirror it back to them. I start at the beginning of the year and I say, okay, this is where I need to be at the end of the year. This is what I know that I need to earn in order to support my family, because this is it. The studio tanks, the family tanks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I say, this is what we need to earn in order to sustain our family. So this is what I have to earn by the end of the year sales wise, because I know X amount is going to go to my cost of sales. X amount is going to go to my general expenses. X amount's going to taxes, right? So I know all those logical things. I know what the goal is. And then I go and say, okay, how many sessions does it take to get me to that goal? Then I say, okay, when is that going to happen over the course of the year? Because January is a very different month in Kentucky than, say, October. And so we kind of balance out the year and say where it is that we're going to do, the number of sessions. We plan. And then we check constantly. I am checking my numbers every week at the least, right? To make sure that, okay, we're on target. This is what we need to make up because we didn't do it last week. And that's how we do it. We track it. We look at the goals. If we let ourselves learn from it, we have to remember, we can't just get stuck on I failed. That means I'm a failure. We can't get stuck in that. We have to look at that setback or that one mistake, right? We have to look at that as an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to learn and be better tomorrow. And I think if we can flip the switch to make that mindset shift, it makes all of that comparison, it makes it more positive, if that's makes sense at all. It makes it positive. Sure.